Oh, wow. A little telephone thing says we might get rain on Monday. That'd be nice. I like rain. Well, I'm gonna spend the rest of the week. Of course, I have to go down and get medical things for the tooth. Stimulate the local economy. What can there's? I gotta stimulate the local economy. What happened? You know me. I took on Halliburton, Northrop Grumman again, and they got all butthurt and pissed off and chemically poisoned me and cracked my tooth. And you're eating. I should be able to eat caramel apple stuff if I want to. I'm the healthiest, bravest, most beautiful protector of children from child molesters and rocket scientists in the history of the world. Yeah, if I want to have, a little caramel of my apple, I should be able to have it. I'm healthy enough, I'm strong enough, and doggone it, people that are intelligent like me. I meet them at the store. Or at least they say they like me. I think a lot of people really genuinely do like me. I think I'm more likable than Donald Trump, Barack Obama, celebrities, LeBron James, Tom Brady. Sitting there playing my game, the biggest rarity because of the stupidity of these AI people. Biggest rarity in football, the unicorn of football is not the black quarterback, but the white cornerback. Hi, I'm the unicorn. Travis, Richard Sherman, Travis Hunter. Yeah, I can't get open on him, coach, and I can't cover him. Yeah, I know. It's funny. Yeah, try to kill. Yeah, I can't get open on him. He's faster than you. He jumps higher than you. Yeah, and he's just smarter and a nicer guy and a better person. Yeah, too. Isn't that nice? Makes it real easy to root for him. Hey, root sports. Don't pay money for it though. Money's not real. Stand up for the Lord's Prayer of me. I'm the unicorn. Yeah, the white shutdown corner that none of the black shutdown corners could ever shut down. Right, fastest human being ever clocked in the United States of America and jumped higher than any other human being. Yeah. He's the white unicorn. And I was very physically attractive before Halliburton and Northrop Grumman tried to rot my balls off and my teeth out of my head. Yeah. Well, they were jealous of my sexual reputation. I'm only 5 3/4. I'm just an average person. Yet, no, who am I? Just an ordinary guy trying hard to win me first prize. No, I'm not like Jeffrey Hinton. I'm not crazy. Okay, it's a rock award given to you by a man whose family mass murdered all the Jews to liquidate their assets to make America the strongest economy in the history of the world, so they could build more nuclear weapons than ever imagined by psychopaths, and then have the Messiah born right outside where they did it, and then try to act like he's not happening. Oh, it's not happening. Shh, okay, click your heels together there now. There's no place like home. How wicked of you. No, I don't find Harriet Grande attractive anymore. I don't find any of them attractive anymore. Okay. I find women sexually. Edna Gomez was really sexually attracted to me. Oh my gosh, she was. Yes, she's so big. Mira Montavo was. Yeah. Um. Uh, oh hell, Amy Suzanne Fabre. I could not keep my. Yeah. She's very sexually attracted to you. Steffi was too when we got married, and whoa, and then I damn it, damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor, not a lawyer. So yeah, Stephanie Lingo. Yeah, ooh, yeah, yeah. You know, the women I ended up married to or engaged to, and the girls that I wanted to marry. Oh gosh, yeah. Whoa, Lord, yeah. I couldn't have married Michelle Bowen because she'd be like, this little like, damn it, Patrice, your brother will not stop having sex with me. I do stop having sex with you. I go to work when he comes home. I go to work. When you're not on your cycle, I get you chocolate candies and with almonds and such and coconut and I rub your feet and yeah, I leave you totally alone. And the moment the cycle's over, and then when I'm not at work, I'm trying to have sex with you. Yeah. Definitely not Al Bundy. Okay. We can all agree on that, right? Yeah, yeah, that's probably, yeah. You can ask Amy. I wasn't a beggar. I was just like, oh, come on, let's have sex. It'd be really nice. But I'm not the type of, it's weird though, because, like if the kids are awake, no. I won't give the kids to people that I don't know. And, so I won't, so it has to be, okay, the kids are in bed, yeah. And if my wife gave me enough sex, I slept well enough, I was healthy enough, and I could be in horrible, disgusting Phoenix type conditions and stuff, and she'd still have the best sex life in the history of, USA kind. But because I had that Crunsel guy and Kindy, whatever, I'm going to have 40 billion robots by 2040, and I will elongate my pathetic lifespan with stem cell research and therapies. And it's like, oh, good God, make it stop. They won't go away. It's the type of person that mocked Judy Krishnamurti, and Judy Krishnamurti died from prostate cancer very uncomfortably because of pieces of shit like that. We didn't have pieces of shit like that. They would listen to Krishnamurti in Sydney, Australia in 1936. Krishnamurti would have lived to be lots older, healthier, and didn't die from prostate cancer. Just basically died from the body shutting down through a natural process that wasn't uncomfortable and trying to eject toxins that were going in the body faster than his body could get them out. Same with like Haile Selassie and Nesta Robert Marley, my cousin. Yeah, old cuz. Yeah, I like Nesta. He's one of my favorite people to connect to in prayer. He's really, he reminds me a lot of Patrick in a lot of ways, and there's a real soft spot in my heart for Nesta Robert Marley. He's a good kid. And those prayers with Malachi Young, they could be based off of things I don't know. It could be a computer generated just through Mark and Cheryl's imagination. And don't forget Priscilla. Hey, Prissy. Don't forget Priscilla, And he said everything exactly the way we programmed it. Yeah, I know. Why? Well, because I know child molesters and mind rapists when I see them, and I'll go right into the room and I'll make them think I'll get them overconfident as hell. And then I'll kick them right in the dick in the vajayjay, turn around and tell them stand up for the Lord's Prayer, or I'll take your children and make them mine before dinner time. Well, hell yeah, I will. You know me. My wife's sincere. I'm protecting everybody in Fire Creek from Henry Fonda and his damn, outlaws that are trying to gain sexual access to our women, but they're just not good enough to protect our women from their criminal activities there. Once upon a time in the West, if Henry Fonda, I just killed your husband and now you want to have sex with me, you horrible Italian actress, you. Hell, mobster sauce of you, right? So you got a lot of horrible people doing horrible things. They've been doing this kind of stuff for tens of thousands of years. It's creepy. It's like, they think of the most creepy, disgusting situation you could probably do, and I did it, and I got away with it. Like Ralph Ellison's Invisible Man with the sharecropper and the slave. And the sharecropper and the once former overseer that's now the landowner, and he talks about, you had sex with your daughter. And he's talking to him. He gets down off the horse and he looks the black guy, the sharecropper, in the eye. And you stood up on the edge of the abyss and you're still alive. You've lived. You've been to hell. You keep sleeping with her. You get a fucking hell every night and you're still here. God hasn't struck you down with colon cancer, rectal cancer, and my gosh, you can overcome the hell of God? Dante's Inferno is a big bullshit. Yeah, you ever read that? Oh man, Ralph Ellison is deep. He sits there and says, all this stuff they teach you to keep you in check is complete bullshit. And if you believe it, you'll be fucked over by the worst bullshit artist in the history of the world. And you'll get no returns and no rewards whatsoever unless you take matters into your own hand to create your own heaven and your own hell. It's like, well, yeah, we understand that heaven and hell are human inventions trying to destroy creation with human invention. Theory of everything, Stephen Hawking, we're cognizant of that. Okay, but what you reap is what you sow. Oh, son of a fucking bitch there, right? Okay. So if you want to raise kids that will kill the old man, okay, to fuck his mother, then fuck his sisters, and then fuck his daughters, instead of love his sons and say, here, what a mommy cat and a daddy cat, the Marley family with the that I got in prayer, because Bob's a good kid. He's a good kid. And so you got to understand, you guys judge, Patrick and Noah and Natalie. You understand, Natalie was 5 in Santa Fe, 7 in Sheridan, 11 in the Boatwright bedroom, and then 13 here when Emily was sick at the hospital and Patrick was here with her. Okay, Patrick was 9 when Kayla and Gilliard, told him, you should have to share your dad. You should be able to be selfish. You shouldn't have to raise Natalie with Amy. That's wrong for your dad to do to you after you've had him all by yourself for 9 years. It's like, who says that to a child? The Krunzel guy who's been working on AI for 61 years longer than everybody else. The cannot whatever dude who's going to have 40 billion robots to rule you all with an iron rod, that kind of guy, that kind of guy, that kind of pervert, and Kay's just trying to survive because she's a woman trying to understand eternity while she's constantly getting fucked in the head, and her husband might end up coming home with a Filipino woman that will take all her retirement money, and once William's of age, and if William wants to go live with his dad rather than the mother, she's fucked. Yeah, I never thought about that. She is. She probably told her that too. You keep threatening me with that, but all my kids are older enough that I bet you William would rather live with me than you. So if I want to go bring back a Filipino wife and give her all my retirement benefits and the house, you can go look for a place in the projects in San Francisco and stop threatening me with that. If I die of congenital heart disease, I could give it all to a Filipino woman that's 35. So keep telling me that shit. Well, I'm going to put glass in your food. Yeah, but I still might have already signed off all your inheritance to a 35-year-old basket fuck Filipino prostitute. You just got to understand, Chief Gilliard, why we were such good friends. When do they stop getting you back, man? Till the day you die, man. Till the day you die. He wouldn't do that to his kids. He loved his kids too much. Look at me. I'm as helpless as a kitten up a tree. And I feel like I'm clinging to a cloud. When someone loves his children more than he does love one-upmanship and getting tit for tat, I guess me fixed you. He's a good guy. He has a lot of his mama's heart in him. Hope Sarah's still with us and she understands that. Yeah, that's my brother. That was my brother. Yeah, he's a good guy. I love him a lot. Yeah. I always got a soft spot in my heart for Denise, Yolanda Denise, who wanted to be with me but couldn't because her mom's fears destroyed her dad's ambitions to say, you should marry this guy. He's a really good guy. He's different than everybody else. He's not Pollyanna. He's just such a good person that only people that are scared of their own shadow think he's Pollyanna, And just because you're scared of your shadow, why do you keep wanting me to be scared of mine? Life's eternal, grace is infinite. Everything gonna be all right, okay? No woman, no cry.